Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday morning. Welcome to the start of another weekly vlog. I can't even like stand up, so I'm gonna sit down and talk to you guys. I'm having a bit of a rough morning. We're in the final stages of packing and leaving Maryland. We will be home in my own bed tonight, which I'm very excited about. I really miss my family, although I'm kind of heartbroken to be leaving my family down here. But I have got to get back to my physical therapist and my port nurse. We kind of decided that I would just take a break from saline this week after all of the port issues and then the peripheral IV. I just couldn't stand being stuck again. I mean, just like the bruising is just starting to go down, but you can see that it's still pretty sore around my port. And these bruises were all around. I bruised from the tape that we used to hold the gauze down. So I made the decision to take the rest of the week off, and it's taking its toll. But I have survived, and tomorrow, hopefully at home, I will have another nurse come try again to get this port working. Fingers crossed this goes well. Goodbye, Maryland. Oh my goodness, we just got stuck in traffic for like 3 hours in New York. Do not drive on a Sunday night through New York City. Just don't do it. But now we're in Connecticut. We've made it through the hard part. We're ready to get home. 3 more hours. Sammy. Oh, I missed you, honey. Come here. Hi, Sam. You miss me? I know who you really missed. She's coming. Oh, that's who you really care about. Oh.
Gosh, I know. Attention first. I know, I'm trying to do that. Oh, you just do it.
Now we know who her real favorite is.
Ready to need a haircut, huh? Yeah. Help yourself.
Oh my gosh. It looks amazing. Oh my gosh. Guys, I love my new desk so much. Oh my gosh. It is incredible. My dad did an amazing job on this. I have so much space now. Look. It's like 4 a.m. but I'm too excited. I'm already getting everything all set up. Yee! I'm already making a mess of it. It is good to be home, and I missed my own bed. That's going to be nice. But I still can't help missing everybody in Maryland and hoping that everyone is doing well. It's just really hard to be away from your friends when you know that they're not doing well and you want to be there for them. And you just can't. Hello everybody. Happy Monday. We are home and my body has had it. I am totally crashing. I think my autonomic nervous system is just done with me. I missed 2 full days of IV saline last week and I really pushed myself hard. But the amazing news! My very, very awesome home nurse came today, and look, I'm accessed and I'm receiving fluids. Thank God. I don't really know what it is about this port, but it only likes Corey. I'm like trying to edit my vlog from last week and get that uploaded today, since I usually upload on Mondays, but just not look like that is going to happen. So sorry. Last week's vlog is a little bit late. I don't have any energy and it hurts so badly to move, especially my fingers. There's so many things I want to get done, especially now that I'm home, but I just have to take care of my body and listen to what it's telling me. I kid you not, I'm literally having a mast cell reaction to someone's cologne who was in the car next to us on the highway. You just can't make this stuff up. Whose cologne is that stinking strong? Hello everybody, happy Tuesday evening. I'm just returning from PT. I had a good session today. I am feeling much better. Apparently I had not done as great of a job getting my hip back in place last week as I thought I did. It had been a full dislocation, and I think when I got it back in, it went back in, but maybe was like on top of some nerve or something important, because it certainly feels much better now. So now I'm just kind of working on organizing all of this new storage space I have behind me. I'm so pleased with my new desk, and I'm so grateful to my dad for putting this in and making it a special little surprise for when I got back. Now I have a place to keep all of my jewelry stuff and my paintbrushes, but oh my goodness, I just dropped a container with like hundreds and hundreds of these little tiny beads. That was not one of my finest moments. They went everywhere. I feel like that's the universe's way of tricking me into finally sweeping my floor. But you guys, I have a floor with like floorboards, so there are probably going to be beads in the cracks of those floorboards for the rest of my life. But whatever, you can't cry over spilled milk or spilled beads, right? Hello everybody, it is Wednesday night now and I am here at my desk again. Today I had a completely free day. That is right, I did not have a single appointment today at all. This has got to be the first day in quite a while. I was supposed to have my Xolair injections done today, and so here's the news on that. If you guys remember last month, I had what we thought it was like a little virus, a little flu, but then it happened again and again and again. And it seemed to happen as reactions to certain things, whether it was an allergic reaction or just kind of my body saying, I give up. The first time just happened to develop pretty much exactly after I had my Xolair injections. So I'm not actually quite sure where we stand on that. I'm really gutted because I felt like the Xolair is like the first thing that's really ever helped with some of my allergy issues, my mast cell issues. But at the same time, I don't want to risk having another reaction like that, especially since they say each time you have a reaction to something, it's more severe than the last time. It looks like I won't be having any more Xolair injections until we are able to clear this with my doctor and put together a bit more of a plan. So that kind of stinks, but I got a free day out of it. And I'm very proud of myself because I finally got to catch up on all of my Etsy orders. You guys, I'm so bad. But here is video proof. I have them all lined up here. See, now the problem is not getting the jewelry done. I absolutely love doing the jewelry part. It's this that's the problem. I am very bad at copying down addresses or anything from one place to another. So it takes me hours and hours usually to address all of my envelopes. It's a bit frustrating. I procrastinate it. I'm a terrible human being. I'm sorry, they're going out in the mail tomorrow. All I have to do is tie everything up with their little strings and put them in the packages, which is the part I like to do. All of this new desk space, and yet it's still ending up on the floor. Okay, well that is a huge weight off my chest having that done. Really expected to get most of those out last week. I think I had really underestimated the physical toll those therapies would take on me. I knew to expect like 4 hours of therapy a day, but I guess I didn't really think about the fact that we would be driving for basically another 5 hours every single day. And then of course I was trying to see friends, and I had offered to make a couple jewelry pieces for a fundraising auction, and then I had all that drama with my port, and of course I still had to film and edit my vlog. And in the midst of that, I had just gotten a new phone, and I usually manage my Etsy and Facebook messages through my phone, but since I got a new phone, it wouldn't really let me scroll back and look at all of my old messages. So all of that left me a little bit overwhelmed. But I am back now, I'm getting organized. But if we have ever talked about working on some kind of custom jewelry piece and you haven't heard from me in a little while, please just send me another little message saying hi and letting me know that you are still interested in that, because I know for a fact that there are a few of you that I just can't really find your messages right now. I am looking for them. I have like an entire locket made and I don't even know who this one is going to, so sorry for being so disorganized. Just shoot me a message and say hey and we can reconnect. Hello everybody, happy Thursday. Today was another full day off and I scarcely know what to do with myself. I took everybody's advice and I took a day of complete relaxation. I did some meditation, I watched a lot of documentaries on Netflix. I was hardly productive today at all. Are you guys proud of me? Okay, I did do a little bit of crocheting. Well, maybe a lot. But that totally doesn't count. Crocheting is a restful activity. I think that if I ever had to actually fully relax, I would go insane. I need to be doing something to actually relax. That might not make sense, but that's how it works. And now I'm kind of cheating. I guess technically it's tomorrow because it's past midnight, but I am sitting here and I am listening to some mast cell lectures and taking some notes. I've been planning a video on mast cell issues, mast cell activation syndrome, and how that plays in with EDS for quite a while, but this video, more than any of my past videos, has required a lot of research, mostly because it's really stinking complicated and we are still learning so much. This is a fairly new condition. This is a condition that's only really been recognized in the last 10 years. And even the doctors don't know a lot about it. So it's a little bit difficult to get accurate information, and I want to make sure that that is what I'm putting out there. Also, every single time I feel like I have a solid script, they come out with a new study and I have to start over, which is a good thing. We are all learning together. So yeah, those of you who have been asking about that video, that is why that has been taking so long. But it's kind of funny because I was looking for a notebook to just take some notes in for the mast cell thing. I like to just write on actual paper. I found a bunch of my old school journals from when I was growing up. I don't know if you guys had to do this, but we always had to buy like a composition notebook, and we would keep like a school journal and they would prompt different topics and you would just write about it. This one is from 2007 and I thought this was kind of funny. Let's see, in 2007, this was September of 2007, so I think I was like 10 or 11. The question was, would you like to live forever? And this is how I answered that question. I would really love to live forever. I never want to die and leave everyone I love. It would be so cool to do everything I wanted to do in a lifetime. I would also have peace of mind in old age, knowing no matter how sick I get, I will get better someday. Girl. I understand that it is practically impossible to live forever because your body is bound to give out sometime, but it's cool to think about it, and I'm definitely all for living forever. I would just like to redact that statement from 10-year-old me. I don't think I would like to live forever. I don't think that 10-year-old me knew what a chronic illness is. And she certainly didn't know that she had one. I find it funny that I had peace of mind knowing that no matter how sick I got, I would someday get better. I also spelled peace of mind, P-I-E-C-E of mind, which is pretty embarrassing. I should definitely find more of these school journals. I also kept a lot of regular journals. I should find those and see what I had to say back then too. I do find it pretty interesting though that like my handwriting at age 10 and 11 is pretty much the same as my handwriting now. Here's a fun fact actually about me is I always write in cursive because I find that I get a whole lot less hand strain and pain not having to pick up my pen as often. And now I'm realizing how late it is and that I should actually go to bed. So, good night you guys, and good night 10-year-old me. Good morning you guys. It is Friday, so it is a PT day. It was also a port de-accessing day, which is always exciting. One less tube to worry about. Tried putting on eyeliner today because I thought it would make me look a little bit less tired, but that failed miserably. I'm just not sleeping well. I'm really only getting like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and that's not even really good sleep. I think that's going to be something that improves the more I work on the relaxation part, but I think I also need to go see a sleep specialist because I have honestly always had sleep issues. If it wasn't for my sleep medicine, I don't think that I would actually ever sleep. I used to stay up like 2 or 3 days at a time, and that's not good for you. But anyway, I'm off to PT, and okay, guys, 4 little words that will change your life if you have a spinal fusion. Zipper front sports bra. Need I say more? This was a new discovery for me, and my eyes have been opened. I'll try to find links for the one that I bought because I think it was like $3. But seriously, a game changer. Because I can't do the whole like over the head thing, so I have to like step into things like that and pull them up, and it's just, this is a better solution. Alright, well I will talk to you guys in a little while. Bye. I am just leaving PT now, and I just learned how to tango. My physical therapist has been taking ballroom dance classes, and so it's kind of inspired her to work that into my therapy, which is really awesome. So I've learned the waltz, and I've learned the tango, and I've also learned that I'm terrible at dancing. Guys, so usually I do a lot of my vlogging at the beginning of the car ride. And this is what I look like at the end of the car ride. Not quite as chipper. I'm having like a mast cell reaction, and I'm not quite sure what it even is too. I think it's a combination of just a lot of different triggers I was exposed to today, and also just being so incredibly tired and in pain. Someone was like smoking right outside of the physical therapy office, so when we walked out, I think that was just kind of the final straw. So it's not been a fun ride at all. I was having some problems with my throat swelling and hives, and just like feeling really hot and then having chills, and now I'm just crashing. It definitely is not an easy drive to have to drive like 2 hours each way. I'm not even the one driving. Thank God I have my mom. Because there's no way I could do this myself, even if I could drive. Yeah, I don't think I really show enough how exhausting the entire day really is, because it really does take up my entire day when I have physical therapy. It's a lot, but you know what? It's been so worth it, and I think it's gonna continue to be worth it for the foreseeable future. We just gotta keep on keeping on. I just arrived home to a very interesting gift in a very interesting box. They sent me my saline this week in a refrigerated special box. So I'm thinking that this means that this other box over here is something that I have been waiting for. Let's find out. It's an IV pump. Currently, I run all of my saline by drip, meaning that it's your traditional IV drip. There's a little dial that you can turn that adjusts the flow, but mostly it runs on gravity. But not anymore. I had a little talk with my nurse earlier this week. The whole IV pole situation is not exactly ideal, and that would be why I usually run my fluids at night. Sometimes it would be nice to have the option to run fluids during the day or on the go in the car, and now I can do that. Of course, it does mean another thing to carry around. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I am a little bit confused about this refrigerated box situation. I don't know if that means that I'm supposed to be refrigerating the saline as well. That's never something I've had to do in the past, but it's just weird. It came in this like foam box with all of these ice packs that say like open immediately, and I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to call them about that one. I'll definitely have to look at it a little bit closer later. I really need to go lie down and sleep for a little while. But I'm so excited. I'm gonna be more portable. Hey you guys, it is Saturday now. Last night was not a good night. As you guys know, I was just feeling really sick and exhausted yesterday, and so I just came home from physical therapy and immediately got into bed and went to sleep. My body was very, very overwhelmed and overloaded, and I knew that I would be very susceptible to a mast cell reaction. Before I went to sleep, I had made it very, 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 very clear to everyone in my house that we had to be very careful, because I could feel that my threshold for a reaction was very, very low. My sister had wanted to have a friend over, and we decided that that wasn't the best idea. I thought everything was taken care of, went to sleep, woke up, and my sister's friend was over. I don't know if you guys with mast cell quite understand what I mean by this, but like, I am allergic to certain people. It's obviously not the person, it's just the culmination of smoke, perfumes, laundry detergents, hair products, stuff like that. And this happened to be one of my sister's friends who I'm allergic to. My parents said they figured since I was asleep it wasn't a big deal, and they had changed their mind, and that was a big mistake. It was kind of weird and scary because for me, my reactions usually get better as I get away from the thing that is setting me off. And my reaction last night was just atypical for me. It just continued to get worse. I was having dystonia, I was really nauseous, my heart rate was really high, I was struggling to stay conscious, I had flushing and itching and all that stuff. But this time, I had airway swelling, which is something that I don't usually experience. So that was scary. All of a sudden it was like, ah! We got the Benadryl through my G-tube, and luckily the Benadryl calmed things down, because I was so afraid I was gonna have to use my EpiPen. Guys, I am terrified of using an EpiPen. But anyway, it was a really, really rough night. The combination of having like all that adrenaline in your system from having an allergic reaction and then Benadryl in your system, it's a weird feeling and it's no fun, and I hope that you guys never have to experience that. My poor sweet mom, you know, I was really rough on her. During a reaction, when there's so much adrenaline in your system, it's easy to be emotional, and I have to admit that I wasn't being very kind. It's easy to want to blame people when your situation feels so out of control. And, you know, we're all learning. We're trying to be a family. I mean, it's hard. It's frustrating for everybody, and it's just hard. My sweet mom, like, slept on a beanbag chair on my floor last night, and I ended up being okay. But it's just really difficult living in a world that wasn't made for me. So now we have to come up with some kind of plan. I don't know. I don't want to ban my sister from seeing her friends and having them over and having a nice time. I also can't keep doing this to my body. I don't know what the answer is, but I can say that I don't think that it would have been an issue on a regular day. I just had a really rough day yesterday. I had a low threshold already, and I wasn't listened to. And I guess that's the part that's kind of still frustrating, is that I know my body very well. I was very, very clear that we were in the danger zone, and I feel like nobody was advocating for me. But I think they understand a little bit better now. It's just kind of live and learn. I think that they learn to trust me a bit more when I say, you know, this is not a good day. But anyway, we are moving past it. My friend is about to come over and we're gonna hang out and it's gonna be awesome. I'm just working on some little projects here that I will show you guys very, very soon. Guys, I am so excited. It is finally socks and tights weather. I love socks and tights. I wait for this day all year round. Hi guys. I should probably try to be kind of quiet. It's Saturday night and everyone is asleep. My friend's crashing on the couch, but I was just sitting here and I was reading through the instructions for this new IV pump, just trying to figure it out, see if I have any questions that I want to ask my nurse on Monday. As I've been sitting here and like sort of just throughout the day, I have really been noticing that my vision is so much better. I guess in the like 5 days we've been home, I've kind of just mostly been in bed and recuperating and I wasn't feeling super great. So I never really had the time to like actively think about my vision. But honestly, it is so much better than when I left 3 weeks ago and I'm so excited. Things that used to be so double and blurry for me are so much clearer. I'm having an easier time reading. My eyes are getting a lot less fatigued. It's one thing to work really hard and to see improvements in your exercises and see improvements right after therapy, but to have those carry into your everyday life and my everyday functioning is just, I'm so happy. My eyes are really my life. There's nothing I love more than reading and art and all of those things that require your eyes. Obviously that's why I have been working so hard and this has been so important to me. And to see it working, it's just really special. And I can only hope that it will just continue to improve. Anyway guys, I am about to go sleep and I should probably end this vlog here. As always, if you liked this vlog, it'd be cool if you'd give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, it'd be awesome if you would subscribe, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!